Good afternoon. I'm Westchester Deputy County Executive Ken Jenkins, and this is November 26th, Monday. This is our regular weekly media briefing. As everyone knows, County Executive Latimer is leading a delegation, and he is actually in Israel at this moment in time. They're bringing medical supplies and being able to talk individually. We certainly wish County Executive Latimer, the members of the team, safe travels, and we know that they'll be back shortly. Again, they're working really hard over there in Israel. We have several things that we are going to work through today in our briefing. We have some things that we'll normally talk about with our Parks Department and some of the things that are happening around the county for the upcoming week. But we're going to start this week with talking about Westchester County's Office of Tourism and Film, and we're going to have the director, Natasha Caputo, up in one moment when we're going to talk about the things that are happening, great things that are happening in tourism and film. Westchester County's visitor spending reached a record $2 billion in 2022, following the challenging period for the tourism industry. The Tourism Economics Report released by the New York State Empire State Development shows Westchester represented 43% of all visitor spending in the Hudson Valley region, significantly contributing to New York State's visitor volumes and spending throughout the year. And with that, let me bring up the Director of the Westchester County Office of Tourism and Film, Natasha Caputo.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Deputy County Executive Ken Jenkins. I'm very happy and excited to be sharing all of the good news for tourism and film. Both industries are economic drivers here for Westchester County. That $2 billion economic impact marks 99% of recovery from our COVID pandemic, and that produced 24 jobs here, which is huge across all of our various sectors that make up tourism and travel, including lodging, retail, food and beverage, transportation, second homes. And that just shows that our visitors are enjoying all that we have to offer here in Westchester and much more. It also shows that our positive contribution to the economy, our retail went up. That was the third category that grew, having economic impact to our small businesses, our retail, and across the board. In addition, the film industry. So it's a $1 billion industry, and with your help, we're going to be able to announce new numbers. If you visit our website, visit westchesterny.com/film. There's a survey for all of our businesses, hotels, tourism, attractions, municipalities. We want to hear from you. We want to know what the impact is, where the spots that are being used for locations, and how we can better serve you. With your feedback and your comments will allow us to continue to build the film industry here in Westchester County and continue to be the stage for many of the productions across that we see on streaming, on episodic, and on the big screens. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Natasha, and it's certainly an exciting time for Westchester, especially in the film industry. We get to see so many times when we are looking at movies or we're looking at streaming services and see Westchester County represented, although sometimes it doesn't look like Westchester County because sometimes they change the periods and they make things look a little bit different because it's the magic of the media, especially our magic in television. But again, the things that are happening here in Westchester County, specifically leading for the Hudson Valley region, the great job that's being done, and we want to continue to thank all the members that are in our County Office of Tourism and Film. They're doing a tremendous job with a small but mighty staff that continues to make sure that we're reaching out to all of our hotel partners and the hotel industry, our entertainment industry, and seeing so many great things happening in Westchester County. It's something that's good for all of us because that money that comes in helps be able to leverage from sales tax and many different things that happen. So again, congratulations on a great job, Natasha and your team. Up next, we're going to talk a little bit more about economic development, and we're going to have from our Office for Small Programs, Small Business and Chambers of Commerce, the Director of Policy and Programs, Shari Rosen-Asher, who's going to talk to us some more about the Downtown Improvement Grant Program and new things that are happening as far as that program is concerned. Shari.
Thank you so much, Deputy County Executive. Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. I'm so happy to be here again. You may not remember, maybe you do, a few months ago, we stood up here with the 5 communities who were awarded the Downtown Improvement Grant, which is a pilot program that we've initiated under the county executive to help with downtown revitalization. It was a competitive application process. The 5 communities that were chosen were Bedford, Westchester, Dobbs Ferry, Mount Kisco, and Pelham. And we have completed the walkthrough part of the program with the consultants, JGSC Consulting. We've gone to every one of the communities. The consultants have been back several times to take a look at what's going on and what makes the communities unique. And now it's your turn to weigh in. This must be survey day. So what we're asking for is there is a survey that was just launched. It is westchestersurvey.org, www.westchestersurvey.org. All 5 communities are part of that survey. The survey will take you about 5 minutes, but it is your opportunity to weigh in on what you would like to see going on in the community. You can be a resident, you could be a business owner, you could work for a not-for-profit, you could be an employee, you could be a student, whatever it is, we want to hear from you. So if you live in Mount Kisco, but you work in Dobbs Ferry, do them both. Everyone can do each community that they want, but you can only do each community once. In order to have statistical reliability, the consultants need to get at least 405 surveys from every single community. And they're going to be doing a big push, but this is our initial announcement. So once again, it is westchestersurvey.org. It'll take you 5 minutes, but we want to know what it is you want to see in these communities. It's going to be a very important part of the process, and once all the information is collated and they come up with a plan, we'll be back here again to let you know what the consultants have come up with. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Sherry. And this is a tremendous program led by Sherry Rosen Asher for the Downtown Improvement Grant Program. Again, taking those communities, the 4 communities that Sherry mentioned, to make sure that you get that input into the consultants to help make sure that those dollars are invested as wisely as possible based on what the community needs. So have that opportunity, make sure your voice is heard, take advantage of getting to those to the survey questions. And if you live in one community and you work in another that's doing the survey, take advantage of giving your input for both of them, just as Sherry Rosen Asher suggested, because it's really important to make sure that those dollars get directed the way the people in the community really want them to do. And every municipality is looking to get your input. So again, the Downtown Improvement Grant Program, we want to thank Sherry and the team for making sure that's happening. And again, make sure your voice is heard. Up next, we're going to have our Director of Programs and Policies for Child Care and Education, Rosie Venizio, to come up and talk about the Park and Read program, because again, it was so many changes that are happening. We're looking forward to hearing from Rosie. Come on up, Rosie.
Thank you so much, Deputy County Executive. Good afternoon. I'm Rosie Venizio. I'm a former preschool teacher and school administrator who's now the Director of Program and Policies for Child Care and Education for Westchester County. I'm so happy to announce that we will be presenting a winter edition of this summer's popular Park and Read program. Because of the support of the county executive and his team, we are able to give children and their parents the opportunity in a beautiful setting to listen to quality children's literature read aloud. The county will be again partnering with the Chappaqua Children's Book Festival to present this program, which will be held in 3 of our county parks during the months of December, January, and February. Our first sessions will begin at Lasden Park and Arboretum on Fridays in December. This Friday, December 1st, is the first one. And it will be held from 11 o'clock to 11:45. The program is free to all county residents, but children will be required to have a parent with them for the duration of the session. The program is geared to children from 3 to 6 years of age. Registration is recommended to guarantee a place, but walk-ins are permitted as long as space allows. Research has shown that simply reading aloud to a child for 20 minutes a day is an absolute game changer in the life of that child. Children who are read to do better in school and in life, learn coping skills, are inquisitive, and are anxious to explore everything that goes on in the world and all the opportunities that life presents to them. I'd again like to commend the county executive and the deputy county executive for providing Westchester kids with the chance to be exposed to well-written quality children's literature. Thank you.
Thanks, Rosie. And as the program happened in the summer, we were able to be guest readers. Myself, the county executive, many other members of the team were guest readers around the county in the parks, and it was very well received. The program is an excellent program, gives folks an opportunity to do that. I know when we get to the Parks Department part in just a moment, we're going to continue to reiterate that you should come. And again, a parent or a guardian has to stay with our young people when they're going through this particular cycle and getting the books read aloud to them. Again, it is a great opportunity, and if I recall correctly, there was some opportunity for books for people to take home as well, if we remember, and that may be happening again. It's a great program, and again, thanks, Rosie, for all of the work. This started out in the pandemic, if you recall, when Rosie was leading a team of individuals to allow our young people to get together outside in a environment where it was socially distanced. There was all the kind of things that we needed to have happen during COVID, and we continued that program on just because of the great success and the feedback that we got from all of you that said you wanted to continue to have that happening. And again, the opportunities here with a great team of people, and whether it was from Natasha, whether it's from Shari, or whether it's Rosie, there's so many great opportunities and things happening around the county in different environments, whether it's economic development, whether it's entertainment, film, or hotel opportunities, or with our young people in our nationally accredited award-winning park system, and we want to make sure to get to those. So coming up this week, we had on Friday the 24th, we opened up the Winter Wonderland Drive-Through Holiday Light Extravaganza. That is a combination with the Parks Foundation as well as our Parks Department. The Parks Department does a wonderful job in partnering with the Parks Foundation, as well as many of the sponsors that I don't have all of them with me, so I'm not going to leave anyone out, but all of the sponsors in the partnership that's happened for many, many years. It's the 10th anniversary of Winter Wonderland. It is the 4th year that we've been doing the drive-through experience, and they add in new things every year. There's a new feature at the end this year with an elf and some additional tunnels to go through. Again, it is a fantastic experience. It is cost-effective, as we try to do with everything, and every dime that's made from that goes right back into the county park system. So by coming and taking advantage and going to this particular event, you're able to help the parks in your own way while taking a carload of folks through that particular experience. So whether it's 2 people in the car or 10 people in the car, it's still a one price per car, which is $35 a car. It happens every evening. It starts at 5:30 on the weekdays, and on the weekends it starts at 4 to be able to do that drive-through, because it is getting dark at 4 o'clock. You'll be able to experience that as well. So again, on the weekends starts at 4, and it goes right through December 31st. You can get those tickets by going to winterwonderland.com. It runs right through, again, December 31st. And obviously, it can close depending on weather conditions. If it's raining, that's not a big issue, but if it's really snowing and raining, it may be conditions that would cause things to cancel. Again, you can't buy tickets when you walk there. You have to do those online ahead of time. And again, it's a 1.2-mile drive through some various lights and the extravaganza, so it's a dazzling show. Make sure you take advantage of that. And Natasha Caputo knows that we have a lot of people come up from different places to take advantage of that as well when they're partnering and they're trying to do different things and arranging those times for their family. So again, take advantage of that. On Wednesday, November 29th, the Westchester Knicks are going to take on Maine, and you can get those tickets by going to the countycenter.biz website. The Westchester Knicks, we're rocking on, so we continue to see those folks that they come through. Remember, in the G League, the Gatorade G League, that these folks are people that are up and coming, and if someone is injured, usually it's kind of early in the season to see that kind of individual come through, but you can see individuals that are on their way back into the NBA as they are rehabbing themselves and getting themselves ready for that level of NBA competition by working in at the G League, as well as seeing some future stars coming through. We've seen many that have come through and made it to the NBA, so it's a fantastic opportunity. Again, very cost effective, but being at the county center after it has been updated and rehabilitated, you'll be able to see those folks up close and personal, so take advantage of getting to see our Westchester Knicks. The Thursday, November 30th, we're going to be at the Holidays on the Hill annual train show. So at the Lasden Park and Arboretum up in Katona, we're going to celebrate the season with iconic and immersive exhibits that will delight audiences of all ages. Visitors will be surrounded by the magic of the season as they stroll by colorful characters and enchanting holiday scenes. Again, it goes right through December 31st as well. You can get those tickets at lasdenpark.org. Again, it's a great opportunity, again, to see both the train show on the Holidays of the Hill. If you all remember last year, we kicked it off with myself and the county executive and Commissioner O'Connor hitting the button for the trains. And not like Adam's Family, none of them crashed because that was Adam's Family. That's not what we were doing there. There's a great show where people have the opportunity, and at the end of that, is always Santa. So again, take that opportunity. Again, another great thing that's happening in our park system. Then we have from December 1st from 5 to 8 in the Alfred B. Del Bello Muscoot Farms right up in Somers to be an opportunity to see the holiday lights on the farm, so you can get into the holiday spirit and see the farm in a new light. So you're going to be able to visit the animals inside decorated barns as you follow along with a holiday story and participate in a variety of activities along the way. So that starts on December 1st. There's various days on weekends. So the 1st and the 2nd, the 8th and the 9th, and the 15th and the 16th. And again, you can get those tickets by going to muscootfarm.org. And obviously, you can get to any of these from the Westchester County website, parks.westchestercountyny.gov or westchestergov.com. Still works for right now. So we want to make sure that you have this opportunity to see all of those great things that are happening in our park system. We have some other activities that are continuing on. As you know, the budget session is going on right now. The budget was handed off to the the budget has been handed off to the County Board of Legislators. They've already had their 2 public input sessions that are public input sessions before the final one, which is going to occur on December 6th. So on Wednesday, December 6th, will be the final budget session from a public input opportunity, and the expectation is that the Board of Legislators will be considering the budget vote for adoption on December 11th. As everyone knows, we have a calendar year budget. We have never missed a date here in Westchester County. It's not going to happen right now. The County Board of Legislators is doing their due diligence in speaking to all of the departments. I believe they've spoken to all of the departments already. But again, more public input is never going to be not taken. But again, if you're going to do that, the Board of Legislators Chair Drew Williams Johnson from the Budget Committee is leading that effort. And then we'll be able to see what happens on Additions Day, which is the first Monday in December, which is December 4th. We'll be able to hear from those things. And as County Executive Latterman has pointed out many times, our expectation is that there'll be additions and modifications as normal by the Board of Legislators, and we'll negotiate those things out in order to get to December 11th for consideration in the daytime for the 2024 operating and capital budgets. So, last thing we want to mention today is tomorrow. We're inviting everyone, certainly County Executive Latimer is inviting everyone to participate and join us as we raise the Albanian flag in celebration of Albanian Independence Day. That's tomorrow, Tuesday the 28th at 12 noon. It's here at the McKillian Office Building at 148 Martine Avenue. Again, 12 noon to make sure that for those that are celebrating and recognizing those of Albanian heritage. So Albanian Independence Day will be tomorrow, and we'll look forward to seeing you out there. If I recall correctly, we make sure to do that and make sure to show the symbols of the Albanian heritage. So with that, we had an outstanding opportunity to catch up with Natasha Caputo from the Office of Tourism and Film, Shari Rosen Asher getting us up to date on the Downtown Improvement Grant, the DIG program that's happening, and Rosie Finizio talking to us about the Park and Read programs. And with all of that, we certainly have great opportunities. We look forward to County Executive's return, and his return will be later on this week. We'll see everyone next week on Monday for another exciting episode for us doing the media updates, where we'll have a local municipal partner join us to be able to talk about what things they're doing and how things are going here in Westchester County. I'm Deputy County Executive Ken Jenkins. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.